welcome to the second episode of the Forward Productivity Mindset. I'm your host, Nicole San Gabriel, and today we're going to talk about a very important topic which will surely help you change your life as it changed mine. But before we go into that, I wanted to personally thank everyone who's shown their support and watched the first episode of the Forward Productivity Mindset. And if you haven't done so, please kindly click the subscribe button at the bottom over here so you don't miss any of this episode. So, let's get started. Let me start first by saying that you are the CEO of your life. Let that sink in. Let me repeat that for you. You are the CEO of your life. Claim it. Say it to yourself, claim it, that I am the CEO of my life. Every business, if a business fails, who is there to blame? The CEO. If a business succeeds, whose effort is behind that? It's the CEO. And now, let's start by saying that all of the CEO, they start by creating these effective habits to become a better CEO. What's a habit, you might ask? So let's check Google. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a habit is a usual manner of behaviors. Notice how it says usual, not once, twice, or maybe thrice a week behavior. No, it says usual manners of behavior. Dr. Maxwell Maltz says that it takes at least 21 days to create a behavior and turn it into a habit. Now, ask yourself right now, what have you been doing in the past 21 days? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you contented? Are you peaceful? Now, a better question to ask is, what have you not been doing in the past 21 days? You are no under obligation to become the same person who you were 5 minutes ago before you clicked this video. Every choice that you make, every decision that a CEO makes changes everything in the long run. Now the question is, how would you change yourself in 21 days? The answer to that is very simple. It is to rate yourself. Let me repeat that. It is to rate yourself. The only way you can change and to monitor your behavior is if you rate yourself. It's like taking an exam at your school. The only way you know that you've improved and you've understand each of the topic is if you get a good mark. Similar to your own life, the only way that you're gonna know that you are better than who you were yesterday is if you rate yourself out of 100 and see what your mark is. Now, every changes, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to make it as a big change. No. You only need to be at least 1 point better than who you were yesterday. And if you do that, then you will be 365% better than who you were at the beginning of the year. Now, I'm very excited to introduce the system that I've created for each and every one of you today who is listening and watching this video right now. I call it the Triple P system. The Triple P system. Now, you might ask what this Triple P stands for, but before we dive into that, I want to discuss more about what the Triple P system is. So basically, every end of the day, I try to rate myself out of 100, 1 to 100, and see how I would rate myself in different areas in my life. I chose these 3 specific areas in my life. Let's start with the first letter P. The first letter P stands for personal. At the end of the day, before you sleep, you gotta check on yourself, rate yourself on how you did. How you did in terms of your career. What did you do today that made you 1 step closer to your goal? Or what did you not do today that made you a step behind your goal? And in the career, you also wanted to see if you are currently doing anything that will help you go to your goal? Are you researching? Are you reading books? Are you talking to your mentors? Are you getting feedback from your employers? All these little things will now make that big whole space of the career part of the personal P. The second part that is very important in the personal P is your mental health. As we all know, mental health is very important and it affects us in our day-to-day living. Now, at the end of the day, I wanted you to ask yourself, how is your mental health? Is your mental health better than what it is yesterday? What did you do for the whole day that helped you have a good mental health? Did you go for a run? Did you meditate? Did you read your Bible? Did you do any reflections? Did you relax? Did you listen to music? Did you take a bath today? All these little things make up the second part of our personal P, which is the mental health. So again, just a recap, the first P is personal for your career and for your mental health. The second P that I wanted to talk about is your physical. Our body is our system. This is our own business. This is what will help us go from one place to another. So what do you need to do with it? Take care of it. You gotta take care of it. Take care of your body. Now when I say physical, it will have another two components. First component is the food you ate. Did the food that you eat helps you towards your goal, help you reach your goal? For example, if you have a goal of losing weight, did you eat 10 slices of pizza today? Or if you have the goal of avoiding carbohydrates, did you eat any rice today? Rate yourself. How did you do? The things that you put in your mouth and things that you intake, how did you do? Second component of physical is the activities that you did for the day. Did you just sleep the whole day? Did you get enough hours of sleep the whole day? Did you maybe go for a run? Did you maybe go for a walk? Did you went to the gym for 15 minutes? Did you sit down on your computer and just seclude yourself from the world? What did you do today that will make you one step closer to your goal? How would you rate yourself? The third and most important P of all of them is the people. No man is an island. Each one of us, regardless if you're an introvert, extrovert, or however way you wanted to identify yourself, each one of us needs other people to survive. Each one of us needs other individuals around us to motivate us to motivate them. So for P, I only have one specific component, and this is your relationships. This is your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your friends, your relationship with your romantic partner. All these relationships, how would you rate yourself? What did you do today? Did you call at least one person today? Did you communicate and check up on one of your friends? How would you rate yourself? Great! So now we all have our 3 P's, namely personal, physical, and people. The 3 P's will then help you rate yourself. So what do you do with this? So at the end of the day, for 21 days, I want you to write down in a journal how you rated yourself. And when you look at it, I don't want you to feel emotional. I want you to really reflect on the logic and reflect on whatever you did for the day. I know for some people, when they see that, oh, today I rated myself only 15 out of 100, and that's not good. And I should just stop what I'm doing. It's not working. It's nothing. No. What I wanted you to do, and instead of seeing that 15 as a failure, see that 15 as an opportunity to grow. So today I only scored 15, but tomorrow this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna list all these things that I need to do for my personal, for my physical, and for my people in order to become better. As I've mentioned in the beginning, you don't need to be a whole lot better than who you were yesterday. You just need at least 1 point. At least 1 point. You just need to get that 16. You don't need to get to 20 or to 50 or 55. You just need to get to 16 that day, the next day. Then that is how you became 365% better than who you were yesterday. To conclude, as I've mentioned, you are the CEO of your life. The choices that you make, the actions that you take will determine what you will be in the long run. So start by rating yourself. Build a habit and rate your personal, your physical, your people relational every single day. And I'm gonna leave you with how I leave you with every episode. I wanted to thank you. I do appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing week ahead.